car for Liverpool Football Club, for LFC, for the FA Cup. Third round draw just made a little while ago. Liverpool getting a home tie, which is always good. Early January, the FA Cup against League 2 Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. But yes, Accrington Stanley. We all remember that 80s man with Ian Rush, talking about Ian Rush, the young lad, talking about Ian Rush and stuff like that. But Accrington Stanley, I'm happy with that. And you look at the other side of the draw. I mean, Arsenal getting United, the holders United. Arsenal, I think, won it 14 times. So Arsenal, that's good for us that Arsenal play United. I think City got a handy one as usual, Salford. But one or two really interesting ties. But of course, us against Accrington Stanley is the big one for the Reds, and it should be able to mix it up, shouldn't we? The window will be open. I think the ties are played from Friday the 10th of January through to the 13th, so middle of January. But let's see what happens. We've been unbelievable in the last few weeks. We have been absolutely unbelievable in the last few weeks. I mean, we beat the European champions, Real Madrid. We beat the Premier League champions, Man City. We had a comeback win against Southampton last week. So those 3 games have been absolutely ridiculous. We get Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup third round at Anfield. It's brilliant. Craig Lennox is in. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the sub button, hit the back of the net button for the Super Reds. Arna Slots, Super Reds. As I say, I'm going to do a lot more lives, just a little interaction, just to where we are. Top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League, new format, you want to call it. Accrington Stanley in the third round of the FA Cup at Anfield, and of course in the quarterfinals of the League Cup, the old Milk Cup, we've Southampton away in another week or two. But I mean, wow, where we are right now is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It was domination yesterday against City, especially in that first half, and I was a little worried that we only went in 1-0 at half time. Gakpo, what all from Salah, the ball from Trent, then Salah, what a ball across the box. Gakpo, who's been scoring a lot of goals, he scores against Madrid, scores against City. He's got that goal scoring touch. But we are in dreamland at the moment. Liverpool are in dreamland. Good, just before the busy time, Craig. Just beautiful. Christmas is around the corner. Tomorrow, 3 weeks, is Christmas Eve, and Liverpool are giving us early Christmas presents under the Christmas tree, aren't they? They're giving us Christmas presents all over the place. Who would have thought? 11 points of City on the 2nd of December. 9 points ahead of Arsenal. 9 ahead of Chelsea. What? Top of the Champions League. 5 wins out of 5. 15 points. Girona away next week. Week after next. We could win all our games. You could win all our 8 games. We're that good. PSV as well in one of them games. But unbelievable stuff from Liverpool. Really is unbelievable stuff. Arne Slot deserves huge credit. Of course, Klopp deserves credit for leaving such a foundation. What a foundation. A few little tweaks here and there. Szoboszlai, Gravenberg, that looks like the big tweak, doesn't it? That's worked. That's the new number 6. He's more than number 6 though, isn't he? That has worked. I mean, even Diaz yesterday playing as a number 9. I mean, little tweaks here and there. The quality is there. I think the only thing that can catch us, the only thing that can stop us probably doing anything, is injuries. I mean, Kanate and Bradley being in is bad news. 4 or 5 weeks, both of them. Be after Christmas into the new year. The window opens. Will teams do stuff? Will we do stuff? But we can't get any more injuries. And Gomez is the man. Filled beautifully in for Kanate yesterday, didn't he? Seamlessly just fit in beautifully. But Kelleher's been brilliant filling in for the injured Alisson. I think Kelleher keeps his place. I just can't. Kelleher for midweek game against Newcastle on Wednesday night. That's going to be a tricky game. Derby against Everton the weekend as well. So just to have, and even young Yaros as well on the bench. We've got a really good goalkeepers, and I mean, of course, my old Octoberg, who's with Stevie G now in Saudi Arabia, of course, there's a lot to say for that as well. So, as I said, Klopp, his staff, backroom staff have just left Liverpool in an unbelievable place, and it's bearing fruits now. It's bearing fruits. Wood, that's what it's all about. It is bearing fruit. But Accrington Stanley at Anfield in January. Wow. League 2 Accrington, they must be over the moon. They must be over the moon. Dave, when Salah does leave, Saka will be ideal replacement for him, and that's from an Arsenal fan. AFC, there was a lot of talk of that, but look, I just hope Salah doesn't leave. I hope Salah, there's a lot of stuff in the paper saying that Liverpool are only offering a 1. You know, it has to be 2. Has to be at least 2 or 3 to be fair. Same at Van Dijk. I mean, Trent probably be a 4 or 5 year because he's younger. But you never really see in modern day football where a club like Liverpool would offer, like, you talking about 350 a week, 350,000 a week Salah. Van Dijk wants something similar. Trent probably wants something similar. But Salah probably wants 500,000 a week. I don't know. Is he worth it? Probably is. You know, just 25 million a year. It's been unbelievable for us. I'd give Salah what he wants. I would. I'd give him a 2-year contract and give him what he wants, maybe 3-year. Or maybe a 2 with an option of another one, something like that. But I hope all 3 sign. I just have a feeling that all 3 won't. I think maybe 2 will sign. Maybe VVD. I think Trent's the one we got to worry about. He's younger. Has Madrid turned has his mate Bellingham turned his head. But there's a lot of stuff. We can't be concentrating. I'd be stupid to be talking about that now. Liverpool, top of the league, top of the Champions League, in all the cups, looking well. Accrington Stanley on you around the corner. We're doing really, really well. We're talking about, talking about signing contracts. It's sort of taking it away from it a little bit. And that's my only worry. Dave, evening, sir. It's beginning to look a lot slot like Christmas. I love it. AFC always. You're absolutely right. I'm dreaming of a red Christmas, just like the ones that Anfield knows. I have a video up on YouTube since last year, 2 years ago, with that whole song, where the trophies glisten and the cop listen to hear you'll never walk alone. Happy Christmas. Maybe a bit early, but Anyway, players are never bigger than the football club, and that is absolutely correct. No player is bigger than the football club. Absolutely nobody is bigger than Liverpool, Arsenal, or United, or Chelsea. Iconic clubs go on forever. We're there since 1892, and I expect us to be there till 2182. So, just get behind the team. Surely FSG know what they're doing. I'm sure they're talking to the representatives, Randy Abbas and stuff like that. They're probably a bit off and all, but the problem for Liverpool is when January comes, which is only 3-4 weeks away, I think they're free. Representatives are free to talk to clubs because they're in the last 6 months of their contracts. So that's a danger. Alisson as well. Isn't Alisson up? Isn't Alisson's contract up next summer as well? No one's mentioned that. I know Mamadashvili in. The Georgian goalkeeper, but still, don't want to lose Ali. I came on here to talk about the FA Cup draw, actually. Liverpool getting Accrington Stanley at Anfield in the FA Cup third round draw. Of course, getting Arsenal at the Emirates, that's good. Good for us as well. You want the teams that are in around you in the league having tough games. It's basically another Premier League game. United being the holders will go there. So really, really looking good, baby. It's looking a slot like Christmas, as AFC just said. The 115 boys, Man City, will they pay the 115 price next year? Maybe it's a pressure the 115 charges. I mean, Pep hair. Well, he had no hair, but I was just going to say his hair's falling out, but he actually has no hair. This and all this. Maybe he's losing it. The pressure's starting to tell. They haven't been 7. I mean, that's ridiculous. For them, Liverpool's record in all competitions. Are you ready? Photoshop this. Put this up in your shorts. 20, played 20, won 18, drawn 1, and the only one we lost was against Forest at Anfield. And we didn't play well that day. Forest deserved it. That's it. And we just kicked on from that. And of course, the draw was the 2-2 at the Emirates, which was a good draw, to be fair. So, I mean, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Dave, what phase is Slot's going to win the league in the first season? I didn't expect Liverpool to be. I'm not saying they're even going to win the league. I mean, it's too early. It's 2nd of December, my friend. You don't December. You win it in May. I'm not going to be talking about winning leagues. We're in a great place. We're in a dreamland place. Area 51, whatever you want to call it. Yes, we are. We're in an unbelievable place, but we're not. I'm not talking about winning Champions League or winning anything. You've got to do it. You've got to do it on the pitch. And what Klopp did before, game by game. Next game, Wednesday night at St. James's, Newcastle, Liverpool. That's the only game we can think about. That is the only bit of derby at the weekend against Everton, which will be tricky. Both banana skins, by the way. Every game's a banana skin now because Liverpool are top of the league and everybody will be wanting to beat them, take points off them to stop them winning the league, or to say, well, we stopped them or we did this to Everton. Won't they? So we just got to take it easy, Get this, they've got the experience now, they've got the youth, they've got the energy in midfield. That's the Bosley, McAllister, Gravenberg at the midfield dominated City at the weekend. Madrid, Jones in there can come in. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful field, and the energy is back. The energy is back in Liverpool's midfield, and usually it's the engine. It's the engine room, basically. We had it with Klopp, with Fabinho, and Milner, and all the G line, and we had all these players going back a few years with Klopp, and that one is a league, one is a Champions League, FA Cup, World Club Cup, League Cups. It won us all those trophies. Fulcrum, the engine is back, the energy's back, and up front we're dangerous. We still have Chiesa to come back in, he's back training, Jota's not far away. Of course, Diaz can play anywhere on the front line. Nunez looks hungry, looks ready to rock. Is Salah, Mo Salah, as we know. Gakpo is scoring goals for us as well, So we're in a really, really good place. And I mean, Jurgen Kanate got injured and Conor Bradley. I mean, Van Dijk's there, Quance is there, Gomez is filling in. Robertson looks back to near his best, and Trent's come back from an injury. And of course, Keller in goal is filled in unbelievably. For a really, really good place. John, how are you, my friend? Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the sub button, hit the LFC going to win button, baby. Accrington Stanley in the third round of the FA Cup. If you don't know, the draw an hour ago. Liverpool getting League Two. Accrington Stanley, home draw for Liverpool. You shouldn't be expected to be Accrington Stanley, the famous milk ad from the 80s with Ian, talking about Ian Rush and stuff, but we had to mix it up and play maybe a few, blood. United's got Arsenal at the Emirates. That's a tasty one, isn't it? And that's nice for us too. So, pretty happy with that FA Cup draw. But the big month, December, not only is it Christmas, but it feels like Christmas. A Liverpool fan, doesn't it? It feels like Christmas. Unbelievable. As I say, don't get carried away. Nice and easy. Take it game by game. Hopefully, touch wood, no more injuries. Can't afford any more injuries. We need to get the players that are injured back into the squad. Maybe add in January. We don't usually. It'd be nice to add a little gem in January just to give that boost. Maybe defender. Who knows? Accrington Stanley. Who are they? That famous advert. Remember, I just put it up on Twitter, my friend. I just put it up on Twitter. That famous at Dave's LFC Chats on Twitter, X if you call it, and Instagram. But I just put the whole ad up. The little lad drinking the milk saying, Ian Rush told me he could play for Accrington Stanley. The other little fella goes, who are they? And he goes, exactly. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yash Win is in the house. How are you, my friend? I'm not going to make the moderators, but I will. So look, haven't been doing lives. I've done a few lives in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I used to do lives all the time. I used to do watch-alongs. I do a lot of shorts, breaking news, I'll be there type of thing for all your LFC news. But I am going to be going. A lot more lives, a lot more crack, a lot more fun. It is the Reds. It is Liverpool Football Club. And it is a great time to be alive and be a Red, isn't it, guys? So we're going to stay on for a little while, chat about the Reds. We're in dreamland. Put your comments in. Hit the like button. Glass of orange juice. Was going to have a beer, but orange juice will do for now. John says Man City. After so long, LJ, oh my God. How are you, my friend? Think it's your season, pal. The new era says. Who do you, my friend, the new era? I don't know. I mean, look, we're on top of the league, top of the Champions League. Really good buffer, really good cushion in the Premier League, of course. 7 ahead of City, 9 points clear ahead of Arsenal, who are still there for me, and Chelsea who are improving. So I'm not counting my chickens. I ain't my chickens. There's a long way to go. I've been here before. I've been here in January. We're 7th clear City at one stage, and they came back. So we need to relax. Cheers to the orange juices, LJ. Oh yeah, nice and fresh, just like Liverpool's team. Nice and fresh. But I say, guys, get your comments in. Hit that like button. Let's chat about the Reds. Let's chat about how unbelievable we've been in the last few months. I mean, Slot came in, and he came in real quietly, didn't he? He came in real quietly. Really quiet. Just when he shaved his head, of course. But he came in so quiet. Let the legend Jurgen slip away, rather than just coming in real quick. He let him slip away. Then came in slowly. We didn't invest. We didn't do anything in the summer. People were losing their heads. They were going crazy. What did we do? He knew he'd a foundation there. He knew he could tweak 2 or 3 teams, play a player in the different and stuff like that. Yes, we brought in Federico Chiesa from Juve, but he didn't have a pre-season. He didn't play much for Juve last year. He'd 1 or 2 niggles. The Premier League, the difference between the Premier League and the Primera in Italy is huge. The physicality itself is huge. So to get him used to it and stuff like that, and he is back training, so he's not far away. Could even make the bench for Everton the weekend. So he can't be back in. He'll give us something different. Plus, he'll give us the option to rest the likes of Mo Salah because he plays that side. So just take your time, ease into it. Liverpool are an unbelievable place. Dave, your eyesights are still 20/20. Glasses is out. Not bad for 51, baby. Not bad for 51. 20/20 vision. Dave, do you think these 115 charges have affected Man City more than they have realised, says AFC always? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the background of Man City. I'm not sure anybody knows, but I mean, they're looming. I mean, they've been looming for years now. They've been fighting them. I think there is some judgment in the next few months about it. Nothing's going to happen. Whether they're relegated, a big fine, nothing happens, a slap on the wrist, who knows? But something's going to happen. My big thing was Pep and his contract extension. I thought that was unusual considering what was going on, and he knows what's in the background at City, and he signs a contract extension only a few weeks ago. So, and look, now haven't won in 7. Or is it 8 or 7? I mean, it's just, I've lost count now. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's so on Man City like, isn't it? I'm not saying I'm sorry about it. I'm just saying, oh Man City like. And that first half yesterday, Liverpool absolutely boiled them. They were that good. City, that's the worst half I've ever. City got a bit better in the second half. Liverpool took the foot off the pedal. And then when Liverpool put the foot on the pedal, we got the second. To be honest, we should have won that 3 or 4. But we won, clean sheet, 3 points. That's what you want. Dave Kelleher, our countryman, that dude is something else, says LJ. He's brilliant. I mean, I always knew he was a good goalkeeper. I mean, I've his old mentor and goalkeeping coach, John Octoberg, have done a few videos with John, who's now with Stevie G in Saudi Arabia, of course, but always knew he was a good goalkeeper. He's Ireland's #1 now. I mean, I'm not putting Alisson back in for the Newcastle Everton game. I mean, I can't see Kelleher being dropped in this moment in time. I really can't. I think he's a better keeper than Alisson. I'm just saying, Alisson doesn't need to be rushed back. He just doesn't need to be rushed back. You know, he's older now. He's had a few injuries. Relax, ease it down. Kelleher's doing a great job. You know, nice and easy. Agreed, the keeper is superb. I don't think Alisson gets back in, says the new era. The Schlott's new era. We'll see. But Kelleher is just, wow. Look. I mean, just everything the way it's worked out. You know, didn't really invest, as I say, in the summer. Heads were rolling. Slot was coming in. A few new ideas. Didn't have to do huge tweaks here and there. Obviously, Gravenberch in midfield was huge. The Zubamende deal fell through with Sociedad, and people are saying that was like, wow, maybe that was. Look, I still think I rate him. I wouldn't mind about Liverpool. Zubamende give us so much more options. Maybe we'll go back in January. Maybe we'll go back in from next summer because he is a class Spanish international player. But Gravenberch now midfield, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Jones, those 4 fighting 3 places. You could throw Elliott there. Elliott's there as well. Young Morton's on the bench. I mean, that midfield, the engine, I've talked about it earlier, is where we are. The press, you know, they're defending. They're basically stopping attacks coming near our defence. And then you have the likes, I don't know, Konate's injured. Bradley just got injured recently against Madrid, but I mean, Van Dijk has been imperious. Unbelievable. He would have got 11 out of 10. Could have had a hat-trick in headers yesterday, except for that little mistake with De Bruyne. I think he was just bored. I think he was reading a book. I think he was reading his book. When we were 2-0 up and he forgot he was playing a match. He was reading a book. He was on chapter 12 or something. And almost got Kelleher to the rescue. But unbelievable. Everybody just seems to be playing for the manager, for the team, for everybody. I mean, even Salah, you would think that it's a Van Dijk, Salah and Trent. 6 months left in the contracts, wind them down, get a big money move on. Now, if they're going to go, they're going to go out in style. I hope they don't go, of course. Every Liverpool fan does. But it looks like they're ready to rock and roll. There are other slots, says Nelson. How are you, my friend? Hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, and us, you care. Couple questions. Likelihood of TAA to Madrid and Salah signing an extension, says the new era. I think the Salah one is interesting. It's a lot of comments he's been saying. He said yesterday this could be his last game at Anfield against City. Well, then again, we could get them in Champions League, could get them in the League Cup, could get them in, or not League Cup, they're out, aren't they? Could get them in the FA Cup. But I mean, Salah's just, the levels are ridiculous. They're absolutely ridiculous. You might never see the likes of it again. You might not see the likes of it again. I mean, just unbelievable. I hope he signs. I'd give him a year. I'd give him a 3 year. And I think he offered a 1 year. They have to go to at least 2. We're not in a 3. Same at Van Dijk. I know they're, 31, something like that. But they're super fit. I mean, Salah's game has slightly changed. He doesn't look as greedy. He's passing the ball now. He's squaring the ball now. His assists are up. And he's shooting at the right time. And it just looks a different sort of player. Doesn't he? More confident player. They all do. There's confidence right through the team. But Wednesday night's a difficult one. It's an unusual one. I Newcastle is a doubt. And that would be a big one if he doesn't play. But just games are ticking fast. Every cup final. Every single game is a cup final for Liverpool going forward, guys. It's huge, huge month. Every month's huge. Every game's huge. Accrington Stanley in January. Tour is huge. It's just, wow. The quad is on. Hope you're well, Dave, says Rooks. How are you, my friend? Hopefully you are well too. Let's hit the like, hit the share. Let's get it to at least 10 likes, guys. It's free. It's click. We're in Ireland. Are you coming? Are you coming from on TAA? Sarah, we're in Ireland. Are you what? What's Sarah? What are you saying? I'm in Dublin, baby. Dublin, LFC. True and true. What part of the world are you guys from? What part of the world are you guys from? Look, we all want Trent to sign. We all want Van Dijk. We all want Mohamed, the king of Egypt, to sign. We want all these players signed. We want the done deal, and we want new players in January. Fresh blood, as they say. But I'm sure the club's working on it. I don't have answers. I know what I'd want. I'd want all 3 to sign. Of course I would. So would every Liverpool fan. But let's see. It's a distraction, to be fair. We're doing so well on the pitch. We're doing unbelievably well on the pitch, and we're talking about contracts. Really got that far, shouldn't it? And you have to blame the club. You have to blame FSG for that, I suppose. Sarah says she's from Donegal. How are you, Sarah? Hope you're well up in Donegal. What punishment do you want Manchester City found guilty of the 115 breaches? Well, it was not money, because they have money coming out their ears. I think it's possible relegation. I think it's possible relegation in Champions League 1. Who knows? But because if you just find them 50 million or even 100 million, it's nothing to them. It's in the back pocket, you know. But or ban them from the Champions League, or deduct them, 30 points the next 2 or 3 seasons. Something like that. I don't know. It's an interesting one. I do not know. Exciting. Liverpool is exciting. Why Not is in from Columbus, Ohio, in the States. How are you, my friend? Hopefully you are well. You've caught me, baby. I'm doing a lot more lives, as I say. Usually around this time, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, GMT, Ireland, UK time, 9 p.m., 9:30, something like that. Have me dinner, get in from work, have a relax. So you'll catch me around this time live. Have your notifications and so. Hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, and show us you care. Do you want title stripped, says Nelson? I don't think you can go back and strip titles. I don't think it worked. They did it in the what was your man Armstrong in the Tour de France and in the professional cycling and stuff. You can strip titles off. I mean, you can't blame the players. They basically won the titles. If it was won through money and dodgy dealings and stuff, it's different. But I don't know about that. I'd rather win them on the pitch. If Liverpool were offered 1 or 2 titles and get one, or I don't know. I've reservations about that. But certainly relegation, a big fine, something like that. As I say, guys, we're talking about Liverpool getting Accrington Stanley from League 2 in the FA Cup third round at Anfield in January. Arsenal United is the big one there as well. So happy with that. As I say, we're just generally talking about the Reds here because we're in such a good place. Stay on for another few minutes. So hit the like button. Let's get it to at least 10 likes, guys. We're on 9. Let's go. Yesterday, who stood out for you yesterday? Liverpool 2, Man City 0. I think it was 3 or 4. They all played well, don't get me wrong. Kelleher was good. Didn't have a huge amount to do. It was imperious. Little mistake at the end, but wow. Gomez coming in, filling in for Kanate. Wow, even the players that came on, unbelievable stuff. Salah ran his socks off. The midfield won the game yesterday for me. They won the game for me yesterday, but unbelievable. I'm trying to convert some Man United Americans to Liverpool. Says why not? Show them the show, baby. Get them in live. Let's go. Let's go. Tally ho, Dave, dear boy. Sid Richards, Gary, how are you, my friend? As I say, gonna hope to do a lot more lives. So have your notifications on. Usually around, 8, half 8 UK Irish time. That's the trick. Doug from the Dugout Football channel is in. How are you, Doug? Hopefully your mate. We're in Dreamland. Accrington Stanley FA Cup third round, and the Reds are in absolutely dreamland. Another great YouTube channel right down here, Out Football channel. Give them a sub and show them your love. That's what it's about, the LFC worldwide family, guys. You know what it's about. Bit of a Matrix background here, isn't it? But look, Dreamland, dreams. That is a great toy. It's a milk ad from the 80s toy, isn't it? It really is. It's a brilliant toy. Yeah, Accrington Stanley, Liverpool. It's beautiful. It is absolutely. I'm sure they're delighted about it, Doug. Bit of Wonga for them. Wow. I mean, like, subscribe and share. Spread this Liverpool love. Everyone says, why not? And you know what? Why not? I'm going to pin that message. Absolute legend from Columbus, Ohio. As I say, it's great having these guys in. Why Not's been in for years. Doug, Gary Richards, you guys, Nelson. These are absolute legends. For years, I'm doing this since what? Originally from late August 2018. And I was on another channel with Liverpool Football Talk, actually, with Sean, the Canadian. And then eventually, late 2018, I just decided to have my own Dave's LFC chats and some mad stuff. Fair, got interested, a few interviews and stuff. So it's a bit of fun. It's a hobby. It's an absolute hobby. Love Liverpool. So I'll be talking to Liverpool in the pub. I'll be talking about them at home. So why not talk about them on YouTube? That's it. You know what I mean? So I'll be here as long as I am enjoying, as long as you're enjoying it. That is what it's all about. That is what it's all about. And I'm certainly enjoying it at the moment. Top in the league, top manager, top Liverpool. Wow. Unbelievable stuff. So as I say, guys, what a season we have ahead. What a season. But it's not one in December. It is not one in November. Certainly gives you a foundation, certainly gives you something and confidence and everything else moving forward. But people, you can hear with the Rivals fans saying that, should bottle it now and do this and do that and do that. Look, stop talking crap, you know what I mean? Stop the bullshit. Nothing's won in December. There's a lot of work to do, a lot of games, a lot of points to be won, lost. There's a possible injuries to key players at the wrong time. VAR decisions. Loss of form, this, that, the other. Anything can happen in football. And that's why we like it. That is why we like it. And that's why we watch it. There's no real predictability. There is no, yes, we're favourites. Because where we are, we've only lost one game. In 20 in all competitions. One in the league in 13. Yes, we'd be favourites. Of course we are. But realistically, it means nothing. It means nothing. I want to be top at the end. Not top at the beginning of December. I want to be top when it matters, which is when the last league game of the season and the whistle's blown and Liverpool up, baby, that means you won the league, So we just, nice and easy, go easy, calm it down, be humble, and just see what happens. But big one Wednesday night against Newcastle, that's a tricky one. A decent record there at Newcastle in the last few years. But, they're hot and cold, a bit like Spurs. You don't know what team's going to turn up, If they're good ones up and Isaac plays and the crowd are up, which is a great crowd, of course, the St. James's, it's going to be a game. We've got to bring our A game to get a result there. We've got to bring our A game. And every single game is huge. Every single game is huge. So many Liverpool channels on YouTube, but they are just pure, light-hearted, genuine, passionate. One of them all. Thank you very much. Why not? Wow. The check is in the post. Oh, yeah. Absolute legends. Depends if Gordon fancies it. Isaac injury, I think, yeah, he's a doubt anyway. Gordon, of course, we all know about Gordon. Liverpool fan. Ex-Evertonian, but is a good player. Is a good player. So look, it's a tricky one. They're all tricky, you know, and all of us are just waiting for us to slip up, you know. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy, crazy few months as a Liverpool fan. But it's where you want to be, isn't it? You want to be top of the Champions League. We're in all the cups, possibilities. That's what it's about, and that's what it should be about. And it's great to be where you are. A bit nervous, yes. Of course you're nervous. You're 9 points clear of the Premier League, you know. Dream times turning up for the Reds. The dream continues. The legends continue. Why not? Absolute legends. Yes. You guys are absolute legends too. So hit the like button. Hit the share. Give us a sub and show us you care. Road day is on. But yeah, Dreamland. There'll be a lot of us coming. I'll do something maybe tomorrow night for the Newcastle game. I was really just coming on to talk about the weekend. The dream of the beaten City the weekend. Demolition really. And Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup Tour round draw at Anfield in January. A great draw. An 80s style draw, that, isn't it? League 2. Accrington Stanley, they must be absolutely over the moon going to Anfield in a few weeks' time. It's great for them. It's a great old-fashioned tie, that, isn't it? It's a great old Trafford. Manchester is red. Okay. Let's hope Jota is back soon. Hit the like if you feel the same. Jota has got the lotta. What a player. Injury prone. Jesus Christ. Injury prone. We need him back. Even to have him on the bench last 15, 20 minutes. Wow. Huge that'd be for Liverpool. Chiesa too. Two of them are back in training. But I think Chiesa is a bit closer. Might make the bench for Everton. Jota's another week or two away. But even to have him on the bench, Jota. Wow. Just gives you the options. And he's a natural finisher. Probably our best natural finisher, isn't he? He probably is our best natural finisher. Is Paul Pogba better than KDB? Oh my God. No. Don't mention his name in this channel. He's an absolute joke, Pogba, wasn't he? He's more interested in playing video games. But, no. Look, guys, as I said, I'm not going to stay on too long. We're nearly, 34 minutes. It's all about FA Cup, Accrington Stanley at Anfield in January. Liverpool, top of the league. 9 points clear of Arsenal and Chelsea, 11 of City, and 5 out of 5 clean sweep in the Champions League. Probably maybe a win and a draw. Definitely 2 wins would probably guarantee a top 8 for the Champions League, which means you don't have to play the playoff game and gives you that rest, that week or 2 rest as well. So very important to finish in the top 8. We are on top of them, so in a really good place to do that. Confident enough of that. There's Girona away, Spanish team Wednesday week or Tuesday week, so we should keep an eye on that. But Liverpool in an absolutely great place, dreamland place for the Reds. I'm going to leave it there. Voice is starting to go. I'll do something tomorrow night, probably 8, half 8, Irish, English, UK time for the Newcastle game. But as I say, guys, hit the like, show us some love and show us you care. Legends in the house. Why not? Thank you very much. FA Cup, here we go. Absolute legends. Doug, the Grind Asylum. These are absolute legends for popping in and saying hello. Doug channel. Nelson, Gary, Richard, Sarah from Donegal. Hooks, AFC always, LJ, New Era. Absolute legends. And as I say, guys, nice and easy. Game by game. And we will have a really, really good season. Liverpool, Newcastle, St. James. Liverpool have drawn Accrington Stanley. League 2, Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup third round in January. And of course, Arsenal play the Holders United in the other game, which is huge. Stay safe. You'll never walk alone. Thanks for popping in, boys. A lot more to come. LFC chats. Cheers.